Good morning, everyone. This week's lesson is going to be on drop-down menus. I'm pretty sure most of you already know what a drop-down menu is. It's essentially just a conjunction of like hyperlinks. You if you have like a certain topic or whatever, or a certain a certain field that you want to include every single thing that's like related to that topic or that field, you just place it under that. For example, in this website from Ben Sherman, right? You see that it says all clothing. And all clothing essentially includes literally all the clothing: shirts, polo shirts, casual shirts, long sleeve shirts, jackets, coats, jeans, whatever. And even in there, it starts to break down everything. Even though shirts would be included in all clothing, they include another link that separate that and then specified on that more. So that is essentially what a drop down menu is. It's a broad topic that holds several smaller hyperlinks. Now, this in itself doesn't. Oh, that actually is a hyperlink itself. Okay, so if you click this, it is a hyperlink, and then if you click on something within that, it specifies that even more. So that is one of the properties of this one. There's also one on the script that's website too. Now this one, yeah, same thing. If you click on uh, the drop down, the original list item, then it takes you to a certain page. But if you click on anything within that, then it sends you to a different page as well. So it does allow you to then have smaller pieces of information held within one single list item. So today we're just going to be exploring on like how to build that really. So this is some sample code that I had before, and we're just going to be using this to create something real quick. So let's save this and oh, let's get the CDN for Bootstrap first. Now we'll just place that in the header tag, save, and there we go. Search engines. So I made a nav bar that essentially just includes different search engines like Yahoo, Bing, Google, or whatever search engine there is out there. So so what we need essentially is a few more of these span tags. So these actually hold a space that allow you to place more tags, not tags, more items in the nav bar. Like right now, I only have this one item called space one. So if I wanted to now include more items and then call it space two or whatever, I could now do that. It's not going to be formatted properly because I didn't add it as a anchor tag, but it is there nonetheless. So what's next? Let me actually just start building a few of these real quick. So a tag, let's put it nowhere, and actually let's make this Google since we are making a nav bar that's based on search engines. Sorry about that. My mind's kind of went blank a little bit. Okay. Yahoo, and then a list item that has anchor tags within it goes to, for now, let's just put that, goes to Bing. There we go. Do the format properly. Now, essentially, what you do is to create this like drop down menu, all you have to do really just create a class that has drop down and then create a nested link, a nested uh, nested list really to create that, and then it will just like automatically react to you hovering over or you pressing on onto that list item, which will then drop down each individual item within that item. Let's delete this real quick. Sorry about that, my phone. Okay, so now okay, now if we got each item that you want to on the main list, let's fix this first. Then I'll show you how to set up your list items within the list item. Okay, so let's say if we wanted to include a list item that was called all list items or whatever. So let's make the main search engine google.com, and then all engines. But we now have to include a class called dropdown. Now this is essentially to like just like have it reference the trigger, you could say. Now our next thing is to well, an a tag. Create a Sorry about that, everyone. For some reason, my laptop just restarted. I'm not sure exactly why, but luckily Sublime Text was open and it saved all my content, all my work for me. So let's get back to doing some work here. I remember the last thing I was telling you to do was class this as a drop down, and then create some new list items. So let's get to it. Actually, before let's actually take out this and just leave the list item itself as a class drop down. So the next thing we need to do is um, create an anchor tag here actually, and this anchor tag is going to for now let's not let it go anywhere, but it'll be classed as drop down toggle, drop down hyphen toggle, and then it'll have a data toggle of drop down. It'll have a data toggle of drop down, and this is where we will have our text that includes all engines. Yes, let's close this that list item right there, and then let's put this here, delete that. Okay. Okay. So just go here, this should be closing. Okay. After that, next step would be create a new unordered list. Now this unordered list is essentially what will create a new nested list essentially. So if I want to have all my engines here, I will simply create new list items for it right here within this new unordered list I just created. So this will be called the drop. This will be classed drop down menu, and then we close that here, and then we just add the list items. And within that, we create anchor tags, copy, and paste. So this one will be going to google.com. So we just type Google here. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to yahoo.com, and will be titled. Yeah. Actually, let's take out the .com on this part, and it's going to be titled Bing. We'll be going to Bing.com and be titled Bing. And for some reason or another, that's not working. This is all this. No, actually, that's fine.
Hmm.
href, this is only where class equals drop down toggle, toggle equals drop down all engines, drop down menu, and then each list item is correctly listed. Hey guys, turns out this code is actually correct. I was trying to find some kind of error within it somewhere, hoping that I made a mistake and then I could just like fix it real quick. But it turns out like no, this is actually correct, but for some reason it's just not working on my browser right here. I'm not sure if it's Sublime Text or whatever, but when I put it into two different other compilers such as W3 Schools Try and then even JS Fiddle, they both work. If I run the exact same code here, the menu actually works here. If I run it here too, it does work. Whether if the links work or not is a different thing, but the fact of the matter is that the menu does actually work. Um, so so that is a quick rundown of creating a drop down menu. Essentially, all you need to do is create a list item or a button or something that or has the class of drop down, and then a sub item that has class of drop down toggle, data toggle drop down, and then a new list item that has all the links that you want to include. A new another list that has all the list items is what I meant to say, and that's the class of drop down menu as well. So that's a quick rundown of how to create a drop down menu.